All right, welcome back, all you TCG players. My name is Mac here at First Capital Gaming, and today we've got our episode 1 of Cardboard Turned Sideways, and we are featuring Flesh and Blood today. And we also have an avid player of Flesh and Blood here with us today. His name is Jake. How's it going today, man?
I'm doing good. No Fab playing today, but that's what I got tomorrow for, I guess.
That's
Every day of the week except Sunday.
Every day of the week except Sunday. You gotta have a little bit of a break, right?
Yeah, gotta stay a little sane.
Awesome. So I am super excited to be starting our first episode with Flesh and Blood. This game seems really fun. If you play Magic or if you're playing some of the other trading card games out there, Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece, and whatever, Flesh and Blood seems like a really cool interface to get into, actually. And we're going to be talking a little bit about that, what's going to be good for new players, how you get into competitive, and things like that. So first, we're going to go ahead and hit our new intro here. All right, so this is what we're going to be talking today, or more so, Jake's going to do a lot of talking, to be completely honest with you. I'm starting to learn the game, and hopefully I can start playing on some Fridays here at our Armory events.
Nice.
With linking up with these guys, with Jake and our Fab community here in Central York. But we're going to start off with a current meta currently that's going on, what formats there are in the game, because there's more than one format.
Yep.
And then some tips and tricks and anything out there for new players that are trying to get into Fab or interested in playing with Fab. So we're going to start off with current meta here for our Fab players.
Yes, this is the meta breakdown from Nationals that just happened recently. And what's kind of crazy to me is the new heroes that were just released were like in the top 3 or 4 most popular played, and usually after coming out for 1 or 2 weeks. So you can see Zen there at the top. Ninja, super powerful and quick, very popular, doing a lot of damage, obviously. And then we got, I guess that's tough picture, I think we're good. We got Enigma over there, and then News there also at 57 or whatever. But yeah, so all 3 heroes from the new set, Splashing and Nats, top 6 most popular, is pretty crazy to me.
So how often does that happen? Because there's been quite a few new sets. Obviously, Mistvale was the most recent set, right? So
yeah, so I've been playing for about 1.5 years now and been focusing on the classic constructed format and watching the Nationals pretty much every year. I've never seen it where like the 3 heroes from the new set are this popular and competitive at Nationals. So I think it's awesome, keeping the meta fresh, because KO was the last one that came out from Heavy Hitters, and he's there at 58, top 3 most popular. So he's still crushing it. Is the only really popular one from the last set there.
Okay.
And then Victor is 16, but he's way down there.
Okay. So awesome. So seeing quite a few new heroes from the most recent set is pretty awesome. And I know there's a new set that's about to come out here soon too.
Yep, September we got Rosetta, which is the all wizard set. Well, and there's a all arcane set. Sorry, got 2 wizards, I believe, and 1 elemental rune blade.
Okay.
So arcane damage.
That sounds really fun. I like mages and wizards and things like that. I love it. So.
Yeah, there's not very many in the meta right now because Kano's there at 26. He's really the only wizard you can play in CC right now.
Okay.
Classic constructed. So we need more wizards to spice up the meta even more. Get Zen, New and Enigma less popular, and get them wizards up there.
Okay. So going back to some of these decks and things like that, I know we were speaking recently, and you said that Zen is one of the more popular ones, right?
Zen is very popular. So ninjas are very good most of the time because they just do a lot of small attacks, go very wide. They don't block most of the time, and they just try to race you, and most of the time they win.
Okay, so pretty aggro-y, huh?
Yeah, very aggro.
And then you said these were kind of like the main pieces for Zen that should be played in the deck.
Yeah, so that is actually from Nathan's list. Let's pull that up here on my phone just so I can see it again. So the gentleman who won Nationals on Zen, I think he actually went undefeated the entire way through. But yeah, Evan Herndon, and that is his list. Well, pictures from his list. And then Yeah, Tiger Stripe Shuko, which is one of the pieces of equipment, one of the legendary pieces.
Okay.
It's very good, especially because it lets you do unpreventable damage, which is very important since Enigma is so popular. Because Enigma likes to use wards to be defensive, but wards can't prevent damage dealt this way. So Enigma players either have to block it out with cards or pop them wards. So that's why that one's so good.
Okay.
And then we got Chase the Tail, I believe, is the next one there.
Yep. Chase the Tail.
So Chase the Tail came out in Miss, which is a pretty good card. So it's a combo card, combines with the Crouching Tigers, and just lets your Crouching Tigers do +3, which is great.
Okay.
We got those fancy cards. So you have Bonds of Ancestry and Descendant Gust Wave. So that is a very popular old Ninja combo, the Bonds Descendant Gust Wave line.
Okay.
I don't play Ninja. I've seen it played a lot. It's very annoying because they just get to cycle cards in and out repeatedly with combo, do a lot of damage. It's very fast.
Very fast. So a little bit of a combo deck here.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty easy for new players to kind of pick up and things like that.
I would say the general playstyle of Ninjas very easy to pick up because you pretty much just attack, don't really block. Learn the basic combo lines for the deck you're playing.
Okay.
And you're golden.
I do like Ninjas. This deck definitely interests me. I was looking over the list and things like that, and that was pretty interesting. So the next two things are kind of more so for new players, kind of give a feel of like what the current what the formats are available,
Okay.
And then Jake, being the pro that he is going to give us some great tips and tricks for all of our new players out there. So let's talk about what formats you can currently play in Fab right now. I know there's the constructed format, which is usually armory events, right?
Yeah, by far the most popular format is Classic Constructed, which is the competitive format played worldwide. Bliss is the next most popular. It's also constructed, but just with a smaller deck.
Okay.
So you can't really do as many cool/fun things with your sideboard in that one, but it's still a great way to have fun and kind of get started in the game most of the time with Blitz.
Okay. And then I know there's something else that we play on Tuesdays.
Yes.
I forgot the name of it.
So Flesh and Blood calls it Ultimate Pit Fight, which is their social play format. So it's casual, have fun, play some of the fancy heroes in the game that are built mainly for Ultimate Pit Fight and not constructed.
Okay.
And then just have fun playing the game with friends.
It's more fun. So I think what I equate it to, if you're a Magic player, is like Commander or EDH, depending on which one, because it's a group of people that are playing, correct? And you're attacking each other.
Yep.
And sometimes working together to take out a specific player.
Could be a stab in the back, you never know.
So that's pretty awesome. So 3 main formats out there. We've got the Classic Constructed, Blitz, and then Ultimate Pit Fight.
Yeah, we also do have Draft. It's not very popular.
Okay.
So it's not played very much, but it is out there and playable.
It is out there and playable. And then pre-release stuff, right? There's also sealed constructed. So all of those different formats, depending on what you like. I'm sure you can find a format for you.
Definitely.
Whether you're trying to be more casual or if you want to be a little bit more competitive, it's all out there. Speaking of the competitive format, just for regular TCG players that are used to playing competitively, what is that like? What is it like for Fab? Because I know I saw you in Philly a couple of months ago for SCG Con.
Yep.
Playing Fab. So there's events out there, there's support and things like that. There's nationals, there's a whole structure for it.
Yeah.
What is that structure like?
So that is a good question. So basically, you start locally with your armories, and then from there you'll have your local bigger events every couple months. Like we got Skirmish coming up, which is the Blitz format, remarkably, for competitiveness.
Okay.
And then you'll have like your RTNs, your Road to Nationals, and your ProQuest events where you can come out and compete and try to earn a seat to get invited to nationals or the bigger tournaments.
Okay.
And then you got like your SCG cons. So pretty much like Baltimore and Philly is where the local SCG cons happen. So we go down there pretty often and play whenever SCG con comes to town and play in those big events for fun. Open events, don't go to qualify.
Awesome. And lastly here, we're just going to talk to new players, kind of tips and tricks. I know you were telling me that Zen's a good deck to try to get into for new players because of how straightforward it is. Any other decks, tips, tricks for new players getting into the game? What drew you to the game, and why you enjoy playing Flesh and Blood so much?
Okay, so what drew me to the game? So I was about a year and a half ago looking for a new card game to play because I come from the Android Netrunner world, which probably hardly anybody knows about. So I was looking for a new competitive card game. Um, at my store in Harrisburg, they were talking about Flesh and Blood being like the new hotness,
Okay.
and we had an armory. We still have an armory on Thursdays up there. So they were like, "Hey, buy Blitzdecker 2 come out on Thursday. See how it goes. Take it from there." And I've been coming on Thursday ever since.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So again, we are here in York, Central York. So if you're in the Central York area, every Friday we do have our armory events for Flesh and Blood, and then Tuesday we've been doing the pit fight, right? That's we've been doing those on every Tuesday as well, social play essentially for that. So if you guys want to come out, hang out, find out more about this game, and learn how to play. Jake and the rest of the crew, super friendly, very nice, and are more than willing to help out with learning the game. I know I'll be jumping in here soon, hopefully within the next week or so, with getting into some decks. So hopefully, Jake, you'll let me borrow a good deck.
We got plenty of decks, so anybody can come out and play our decks. We'll get you started. No worries.
Awesome. Well, Jake, I just want to say thank you again so much for doing this with me. I greatly appreciate it. And I'm sure the viewers out there that have been interested in this will enjoy it too. I know I have some friends that are getting into Fab, and I already know what's going to happen next.
Okay.
Is they're going to be like, hey, so when are you going to have your Fab deck ready so we can play Flesh and Blood? So I got to get on the ball and be able to outpace those guys.
Try, yeah, definitely.
Or try. All right, guys, thank you again so much for stopping by the channel today. We greatly appreciate it. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. But until next time, guys, we're going to say bye.
Catch you later.
Have a good day.